Hello everyone, myself Sarvesh and welcome to my YouTube video. Microcontroller is one of the most interesting subject if studied smartly. So without wasting any time, let's begin. The first topic we are going to see is Introduction to Microprocessor, Microcomputers and Microcontroller. Talking about microprocessor, to understand it in an easy way, let's break the word microprocessor into two, that is micro and processor. Micro means a smallest element and processor is an electronic device which processes data. The definition of microprocessor is a multipurpose programmable clock-driven register and ALU-based semiconductor device. So multipurpose means it can perform multiple functions. As the programmer can program the microprocessor, therefore it is called a programmable device. It requires a clock signal to perform its operation. Register and ALU, these are the parts of CPU. So in short, it is the heart of any computer. Microprocessor accepts data in binary form and processes it according to our instructions and provides the result in binary form. The processor do not understand the normal language which we speak. It uses only binary number system to perform its operation, that is the zeros and ones. Microprocessor based microcomputer system. Talking about the first microprocessor, Intel 4004, developed by Intel in 1971. It was a 4-bit microprocessor. The engineers of Intel developed this processor, but they realized that only a processor is not sufficient to fulfill the customer's demand. Processor needs input to perform operations and store or display the result. So they used a memory chip to store the instructions and data. A memory chip consists of many registers or locations. Each location has a unique address. Now to display the result or get the inputs, there was a necessity of input and output devices. So these three are the main functional blocks of the microcomputer system. But is the system ready to function? No, because these devices are not connected. These three blocks are connected by a system bus. Similar to the bus used in transportation, this bus also used to transfer the binary data. So a bus is a group of wires used to carry binary information. As a 60-seater bus can accommodate only 60 passengers, similarly, the size or width of the bus determines how much data can be transmitted at a time through a bus. System bus consists of address bus, data bus, control bus. So let's see these buses in detail. Address bus. As we saw earlier that each memory location has an unique address. So to access a particular location, the microprocessor sends the address of that location from which the data is to be brought or sent. The bus carries address of particular memory location. Size of this bus decides the maximum number of location the microprocessor can address. N-bit address bus is equal to 2 raised to n number of locations, that is 2 raised to n memory locations. Example, the 8085 microprocessor has 16-bit address bus. Therefore, it can address 65,536 locations. Data bus. Data bus is used to carry data in binary form. The 8085 microprocessor has 8-bit data bus. Control bus. This bus carries the control signals. The basic control signals are read and write. For a read operation, the microprocessor wants to read the data stored in a memory chip. This is called a read operation. The microprocessor first sends the address of the location from which it wants to read the data. Then the microprocessor sends the control signal read over the control bus. As the memory chip receives this control signal, it sends the data over the data bus to the processor. So this was the basic read operation. Now let's check the write operation. The microprocessor wants to write to the memory. The microprocessor first sends the address of the location in which it wants to send the data. Then the microprocessor sends the control signal write over the control bus to the memory. As the memory receives the write control signal, the memory accepts the data sent by the processor and stores it in the location which the microprocessor addressed earlier. So in this diagram we can see that the address bus and the control bus are unidirectional. The microprocessor only controls these buses. But the data bus is bidirectional. That is, data can be sent from the microprocessor to the memory or from the memory to the microprocessor. So we had seen the read and write operation of the microprocessor. Talking about microcontroller. Microcontroller is a programmable, clock-driven, register and ALU-based semiconductor device in which entire computer is manufactured on a single chip. Microcontroller consists of a microprocessor and fixed amount of RAM, ROM, serial I/O port, parallel I/O port and timers fabricated on a single chip. Here you can see in the block diagram given below, the CPU, RAM, ROM, timers, parallel I/O port and serial I/O port are all assembled on a single chip. The main advantage of this assembly is that it is less bulky than the microprocessor-based microcomputer system, hence it is cost-effective. Now let's see the difference between the microprocessor, microcomputer and microcontroller. The microprocessor is usually understood as Central Processing Unit (CPU) that accepts and executes instructions. A microcomputer is a small computer that has microprocessor, memory and I/O devices, but not on a single chip. A microcontroller is a complete microcomputer system but on a single chip. It contains a microprocessor, fixed amount of RAM and ROM, serial and parallel I/O port and timers. A microprocessor requires many additional components to perform its operation. A microcomputer may require additional components to perform its operation. Microcontroller does not require any additional components to perform its operation. Programs and data are stored in same memory in microprocessor. In microcomputer, separate memory is used to store program and data. Separate memory is used to store program and data in microcontroller. In microprocessor, many instructions to read or write data from or to external memory. In microcomputer, few instructions to read or write data from or to external memory. In microcontroller, few instructions are used to read or write data from or to external memory. The microprocessor system is bulky and expensive. The microcomputer system is simple, economic and compact. The microcontroller system is also simple, economic and compact. Example of microprocessor is Intel 8085 and 8086. The example of a microcomputer system is a video game console. The example of a microcontroller system is Intel 8051. That's it guys. Thank you guys for watching the video. Please subscribe the channel if not subscribed yet. Hit the like button below and share this video. If you have any suggestions or queries, please post them in the comment section below. Thank you once again guys. Stay tuned.